Hey guys, welcome back to another video. In today's video, we're going to be checking out a scenario about if the German Empire at its peak came back in 2026. Now, obviously, I didn't do all of this because that's too much. I'm just focusing on Europe and Africa because those are main areas. So obviously, the German Empire at its peak held territories from Denmark, a little from modern day Denmark right here. Alsace-Lorraine from France, Kaliningrad from Russia, and a bit of territory from Lithuania, a lot of territory from Poland, all of Tanzania, and some territory from Mozambique and Kenya, and some land from Togo, all of Togo, and some areas from Ghana, then all of Cameroon, and some areas from Nigeria, Gabon, and Congo. Now, they did have control of some of Papua New Guinea, but I didn't do that, and some islands over here, and also some ports, I think, over here. But I didn't decide to do that, because that'd be too much, and too much to cover, so here we are. Now, with the reemergence of the German Empire, France is like, oh crap, are they expansionist, or are they the same Germany as today? Well, no, it's the German Empire. It's the same Germany when it's the same imperialist Germany. Now, what is the German Empire gonna do? Could go after the rest of Congo or Gabon. But no. They decide to go after a country in Europe very close to them. And that country is Luxembourg. So they'll send their troops into Luxembourg, which that's gonna be a quick invasion. Whew. And in the peace treaty, they get fully annexed, into the German Empire. And now Germany will invade into Denmark. Will invade into mainland Denmark. They can't really go after Greenland. Because, well, they would have to go through this area. So they're not going to do that. So they're going to focus on the mainland of Denmark. In which they'll capture Copenhagen. And Denmark will just keep on fighting for a few days until they surrender. They'll give up the Faroe Islands to UK, and somehow the US gets Greenland after they surrender. And in the peace deal, it's gonna be about the same as it was before. With Luxembourg, full annexation. German Empire is already expanding its borders, almost looking like World War II Germany already. But it's not. It's Germany from World War One. And now with this, they're gonna quickly start industrializing and focusing more on their military and economy so they can expand into some stronger countries. Now they're actually gonna focus not in Europe, but over here back in Africa. Well, they'll send some troops into Ghana and take their capital city. Immediately, the Ivory Coast will send their own troops into Ghana to hopefully acquire some territory and probably to hopefully not get attacked by Germany if they fully annex them. The people, the country of Ghana. So they'll send their troops straight in. And Germany is going to quickly take the rest of the coast, meeting up with troops from the Ivory Coast, establishing a front line, establishing a border with them. And they'll just keep on invading Ghana. Until the last troops of Ghana will surrender. We can take a look at this peace deal involving the Ivory Coast. Treaty is very simple. Most of Ghana goes over to the Ivory Coast, with the rest going over to the German Empire with Togoland. Yes, this is Togoland. That's what it was called. Now, with that, Germany is going to set their sights on Benin. Immediately going in and capturing tons of territory. Now they're hoping to reach their other colony of Cameroon. So they decide to go after Benin pretty quickly, so Nigeria can't jump in on this opportunity to stop their expansion. And Cameroon will capitulate. And then the peace deal, Cameroon gets fully annexed into the German Empire. Specifically into Togoland. Now, German troops stationed in Cameroon will enter into Equatorial Guinea, immediately capturing their territory on the mainland. And immediately capturing both their two islands with their capital over here. You can go ahead and look at this peace deal, which it's gonna be full annexation. What did you expect? Yeah, it's gonna be really just full annexation. Well, what would you expect? With that, German Cameroon is slightly bigger. Also, Namibia is here. That's also a colony. Not gonna focus a lot on Africa right now. Sent back over to Europe, where we see the Germans expanding into another country. That country being the Swiss. Now they just violated their neutrality. But we're not gonna get into what their consequences because this is a war scenario. So immediately German troops enter into German-speaking areas and capture the Swiss capital. Meeting up with the border of the Italians. Immediately the French send troops into French-speaking areas. And Italians send troops into Italian-speaking areas. And now we can look at a peace deal concerning the German Empire, Italy, and France. So the borders will look something like this. With most of the land going over to Germany, of course. What the... Because they were the aggressor in this war. And they did take the most territory. With that, the German Empire has expanded its borders quite rapidly. And now they'll quickly just take over Liechtenstein. Yeah, that was quick, but that was over before you even noticed. Now where will the German Empire go? Great question. They'll just finish off Belgium and the Netherlands, really capturing Brussels. And taking over a lot of the areas of Belgium. Oh, over here was Dunkirk, by the way. And now the Germans are invading into the Dutch as they take Amsterdam from the Netherlands. And without that, the lowlands are under all lowland countries are under control, under German control. Sorry, I had to sneeze. Yeah, this is really good. Now where will the German Empire go? Oh, invading into Czechia? Okay. They'll quickly take over the areas of the Sudetenland. Of course, that's what Germany did in World War II. Before World War II. But Germany won't just take the Sudetenland. They'll take a lot more than they got in the Munich Agreement in World War II. That wasn't actually World War II. That was before the invasion of Poland. But the Germans are taking quite a bit of territory from the Czechs. And with that, the Germans have finished the war. Now we can look at the peace deal. And in the peace deal, it's full annexation. You really thought I was gonna just keep them alive? No, they're still in their early stage of expansion. Now this looks better. Still, Austria is making it look a little weird. So right after the invasion of Czechia, Germany is going to invade into Austria, taking Vienna in a matter of days. They'll also be invading from over here. Yeah, Austria is just going to be folded. And with that, the German Empire annexes all of Austria. Just like in World War II. And there we go. That's going to do it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And I'll see you guys in the next video, where I'll have a scenario where the U.S. if the U.S. lost the U.S. Civil War. Goodbye.